Now, if you misunderstood the task today, you'd probably say something like, the Seiko Cocktail Time Presage might be the best one watch $300 collection you could have. Change the strap, it's a dress. Change the strap to this one, it's more of an everyday watch. It's just got just enough water resistance to kind of deal with anything you throw at it. Not really gonna go swimming with it, but who goes swimming with watches today anyway, right? But if you did that, you misunderstood this because we live in a world where now you can do the best three watch for $300 total dollar collection you can come up with. And right after this, we're going to get into it. Hey there, you found yourself at the nick of time, which is my value-based watch channel looking at reviews of watches that we all can afford, along with the occasional dip into something more expensive that we can dream after, save up for, maybe consolidate, sell a few things, and move into eventually down the line. And today we're going to tackle the classic challenge of building the perfect three-watch collection. And the genesis for this is I was sitting looking at my stuff, and I'm planning a trip to London and I leave tomorrow, and trying to decide which watches I want to bring, understanding that lately people have been stealing watches from people in London quite rampantly as the economy's been tough. So people have been wearing like their lesser watches and saving their good ones and leaving it at home. At which point I kind of giddy and said, maybe I'll just bring $100 watches. And then I have my little three watch sleeve. I realized that I had three really solid $100 or less watches that I might bring. I might swap it up and bring something a little bit nicer, but still, you could put a great collection together for pretty much anything you can throw at it for $300. So today, let's take a look and swing over and look at what I've come up with my three watch collection is. We'll talk a little bit about each watch that I have in it. And then my ask to you, my faithful viewers, my new faithful viewers, hi there again. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, click the little notification bell. Thanks for coming along for this journey on our channel. We're having a lot of fun. We're in the interim where we've ordered a ton of watches on AliExpress in the 11/11 sale that are en route here, and also have some other watches that were coming before that. I have some here, and I want to ask you to help me choose which ones to prioritize doing reviews for, to take a look at for there. So without any further ado, let's swing around and take a look at the three watch set. Now for me, the three watch collection really has to match the three different facets of my life: the everyday, the action, and the occasional time that I try to clean up nicely. The keyword there is try. In the watch world, this roughly equates to a clean dress watch, a sporty everyday chrono, and a diver for when things get a little bit messy. And here are the three watches that I've sort of chosen today that we can look at as part of this video. On the left, we have the Pagani design PD 1644, Daytona homage. In the middle, we have the SeaGull Business 6075, which is kind of Nomos inspired, but a different take on it, in fact. And on the right, we have the awesome deal that is the Berny AM 7081M. I chose the chrono because a chrono kind of goes with everything you have in your life. The dress watch, you can switch straps on, match a black suit or tan pants or whatever you're going to do. And your diver should be really bulletproof, something that's going to work in everyday lifestyle, everything that you're doing. First, let's take a look at this Pagani. Now, the Pagani is a pretty accurate 40 millimeter homage watch. Nice thing is it's screw down crown, screw down pushers, has a smooth ticking chrono hand, has a quick jump back too, unlike other ones that would continue to go around. Very, very neat, nice polish. And what's nice about this is it works if you get a little dressy. It's tough enough to handle what you're going to throw at it in everyday life. It's got shininess on the sides and whatnot, so it's actually very upmarket, but you can wear it and do everything. And these right now, in the 11/11 sales going on right now, so these are like $65. But even on normal days, they're well under $100, so you can afford to spend maybe $15 on the rally strap that I threw on this one, just to break it up over the sort of cheaper, sharp-edged, standard Pagani strap that they put on these. Really dig this watch. It goes with a lot of style, a lot of the different things that I do in my life. And overall, it's just a really cool, nice homage there. What's also cool in the black one and in the Panda the other way, the white one, is those silver surrounds on the lower chrono dials. Really, I think, catch the eye and catch a glint that other people can notice and kind of pick up, that I think just makes this such a neat watch, and you really can't beat it for this price. Even on the wrist, right? This looks right. It's kind of sporty if you're going out there, everyday life, regular work things, even going to meetings, that sort of stuff. It's just very clean, The only thing it doesn't work the greatest is if it gets dark and you're going to rely on that lume. Good luck. It's nothing wonderful. It's all right. But I like this on my 7.25-inch wrist. I think it fits really well. And overall, I think it's just a sharp looking watch. It should be. They can't take credit for the design. That comes from the mothership. Next up is the SeaGull Business 6075. And this one, when it came in, I absolutely fell in love with. It's just such a pretty watch. It came on a very cheap faux alligator band, and I just couldn't really deal with that. It's 40 millimeters across, by the way. And so I put it on this nice, relatively inexpensive $15 or $20 strap I got from Amazon. And it really made this like the perfect dress watch. I'm going to an event later on today, and this will be the watch that I wear. And I bought it for just about $100. So it's about $120 sitting here with this band. There's no AR coating on that sapphire crystal display, but it's still all right. But overall, still a very cool watch. Comfortable size, transparent back to kind of see the movement. This is an ST17 movement. It's a little clunky on the wrist. When the movement, you can actually feel the rotor turning sometimes. It's not the best, but I'll put up with the little tiny, nuances of it because I like the watch just so much. That SeaGull on the wrist, I think just works wonderfully. It just fits right. It's the right size on my wrist. If you've got a smaller wrist, maybe not. And if you've got a big chunky one, perhaps not as well. But I think for me, this is just a wonderful looking, wonderful feeling watch. I really can't complain in any way about it. Dig this one a whole lot. And as I say, it can wear it in a lot of different ways, but this is now my go-to dress watch. Over that Seiko, over even some of the more expensive watches that I have, this is the one that really calls out to me. And finally, that Berny, that AM 7081M, just a wonderful little watch. Big sapphire crystal display, 42 millimeters across. The cool thing is the inner bezel turns when you turn the knob, which you can see here. Super, super smooth, really kind of cool. Instead of having like the outer bezel, this is more of the compressor style. Really just a nice watch, big, easy to turn knob to set the time and everything there. And these are under $100 all the time. I think now they're $80 or so on the sale. Just a super cool, clean watch. This one's a Miyota movement in there, but a really nice presentation with the open back, sapphire crystal display on the back as it is on the front. I mean, come on. It is just so, so cool. I just really, really, really like this watch. And I think it goes in a lot of different ways. And it's definitely very different than your classic sub clone and any of the Seikos and things like that. Where you put it on your wrist, I've noticed people really ask me immediately, hey, what's that? That's a really cool watch. In the detail, actually, the fit and finish and everything on this watch just swings way above its weight class. It's just an awesome watch. I super dig it. And I'm really excited about it. But you think it'd be chunkier on the wrist, but it actually fits really well and it works in a variety of different ways in life and what you're going to use it for and where you're going to wear it. The band is like elastic, so it's a bit stretchy, so it always holds tight so it doesn't really move around, which kind of in that way makes it so you don't feel the weight quite as much because it's being held in place by the band. That sapphire crystal display is just nice, big, pretty. The dial is very easy to use. The lume is all right. For the price, I can't complain. And overall, it's just a wonderful, wonderful little watch. So here's where I ask you, would you rather have the $300 Seiko Presage, or would you rather have what I would say the best $300 watch collection from Berny, from Pagani Design, and from SeaGull? For me, I'd rather have all of them. But if I had to choose, I think I'd rather have the 3-watch collection to give me the flexibility in my daily watch decisions, what I want to wear, and even mix it up for whatever scenario might be there. The other great thing is I would be really, really bummed if anything happened to any of these watches, but it's a very inexpensive cost to replace them if something were to happen, or if, they are relatively inexpensive movements, although the Miyota is known to be pretty bulletproof. Likewise with a Mecha Quartz. So the only one I'm not too sure on is the ST17 from SeaGull. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's a very inexpensive replacement if I have to. Not that we want to make everything disposable in life, but there are some nice things that comes with the base cost of a watch and a movement being so terribly low. Anyway, these are my 3 watches. What are your 3 watches? Comment down below. Let me know which watches you like in this price range that you would go and how you would mix up your own $300 watch collection. Also, let me know if you like this type of video. I'm still working on the different types of format for the channel, so I want to make sure we bring something different, something a little fun in each of the things that we do. With that said, I've been Nick, you've been you, and just remember, it doesn't take a lot of money to put something nice that makes you smile on your wrist. Take care now.